Now, everybody is talking about how Kotoka International Airport is being changed to Accra International Airport. But nobody is talking about the reason, like why it's being changed. Now, let's talk about it. So, Kotoka was a military officer who led the 1966 coup that overthrew Kwame Nkrumah, our first president. So right now, if a foreigner is coming and they get to Kotoka Airport and they ask who is Kotoka or what is Kotoka, and he's being told that, oh, Kotoka is this military officer who overthrew Kwame Nkrumah, the first president. We know that Nkrumah, that name is on the global scale like this. So if a foreigner hear this, and the foreigner will be like, what, like you guys put a name on a big airport like that in Ghana that overthrew your first president that we all worship. You get, it doesn't make sense. Moreover, Accra International Airport was the original name that was given by Kwame Nkrumah himself. So the name was there. But after the overthrow of Kwame Nkrumah, they overthrew Kotoka too. And during that time, he died. And because he died, they tried to give the airport the name in honor of him, you get, in honor of Kotoka himself, and also create fund for his family at that time. That was the reason why the name was changed from Accra International Airport at that time to Kotoka. But now, our government is saying the honor is enough. Let's change it to the original name. So now that the name is being changed from Kotoka to Accra International Airport, it puts the name Accra on the global scale. Not everybody know Accra. Not everybody know Accra. But a big airport like that, having that name, put it on the global scale. When they ask, where is Accra? Who are the people in Accra? Now this is where we explain that the people in Accra are the Gan communities. These are their cultures. And through that, we also put other cultures on the map. Let me know in the comment section if you guys think the reason why they changed the name to Kotoka Airport to Accra International Airport is valid. So moving on, 2 doctors and 2 nurses have been suspended from the Korle hospital. This is the reason why. So they had an emergency case whereby somebody had an accident and was rushed in. You see, emergency case. And these 2 doctors and these 2 nurses refused to treat the person, saying that there's no bed. And when they take somebody to emergency ward, it doesn't mean that the person is staying in that particular ward. It means that the person is being taken care of, like in a short time, when the person is stable and they move the person. You can even treat somebody whilst the person is sitting on the stretcher. Right now, the person is dead. Why were you put there in the first place? Why is that word called emergency in the first place? It doesn't necessarily mean they have to be bed. Yes, no, they shouldn't have suspended. They should have sacked them. Because the person is dead. If they had done something, let's say if they had done something and the person is alive right now, are they not heroes? Have they not saved life? Because that's what people went to school to go and learn. But if you say there's no bed, they should take the person where? A whole kolebu. A whole kolebu. They can't treat somebody without bed. Abba. They should sack them. And for those hospitals sometimes some hospital there is bed. Oh. Some hospital there is bed, but they will tell you that there's no bed. I don't know the reason why. What are you guys using the bed for? There is bed, but you say there's no bed. For what? It's so disheartening. Unfortunately, the person died. How are you going to explain that your country failed you? This one put the government. Meanwhile, is an individual act. Hospitals, we can do better. Nurses and doctors, we can do better. So on to the next. Our powers or your Power Rangers. Because tell me why you are shouting on a tax collector. What is going to change? What is going to... Is it the right person to even go and yab about? He's not the right person. You are wasting your time shouting. If you think you are not seeing anything the government is doing, when in parliament, call. Because this person that you are shouting, he will still take his tax. He will still collect his tax. Nti wo voice no, wo kofi akodi banana. Nesambra, because the day why no kwa is the wrong person to yap to. It's totally the wrong person. You are stressing yourself.
Na uti omka. Ni person na uti omka. Wakasa, uti ni person na uti omka. Ejuma be na obi o ma we mo ye. Ejuma be na wo ye o ma we mu. A uti obi ka. Awu ba ma ba chinu ma kodi. Wo ba ma ba chinu ma kodi. Ni person na uti omka. Ni person e na wakasa uti omka o ma we mu. She boy say egua. She boy say egua she mba. She workers. Ba nti sana be yomo. Sana be yomo. Sana be yomo. Apone mboa. Emboa. Ejuma be no ha. Chemi ko ejuma opie. Awo workers.
So basically, this man yabbing and shouting, a tax collector came to their company. He works, the black man works for the Chinese company, and this man works for the government. He's a tax collector. He came there to collect tax, and the Bibini is shouting at him. And the Chinese man will be watching. Say ya. Say ya. That's what I'm saying, that the whole noise he was making, it didn't make any sense. It's not making any sense. He's just stressing himself. At the end of the day, the man will still take the tax, and that is the tax that will be used to run the country. So if you think you're not seeing anything done, go to the right measure, go to the right people. So his whole fight is that a white man has come to Ghana, established a business, and has employed a black man like him, and the government is still coming to collect tax, and he has a problem with that. Does that make sense to you people? And to the government, to stop the youth from shouting like that, please, you guys should create jobs. Because indirectly, what he's trying to say is correct. Create jobs in our own country so that you take the tax from us, then use it to build our own country. It's as simple as that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you think the yabby the guy was yabbing is the right way to go about this situation, or you should go to the right person or the right place to voice out, let me know in the comment section. Thank you for sticking with me. Follow for more updates. Bye.